My hair is... Okay, I'm supposed to look here. My hair is in such a weird place, but yeah. Oh gosh, my mirror is so dirty. I just wanted to update that my ultimate dream bags are now complete. So I have the Delvaux Brillant, the Mona Rajan, and the Easy Day from VLLO. I have wanted this bag even before they renamed it the Easy Day. It used to be called Isis, and I have been hit by so many price increases, but I'm just happy that I finally found one in the size that I wanted and in the classic colorway, which I think is called parchment, white parchment in English. But yeah, I am headed out and I am going to fix my bag. So I typically keep a backpack ready downstairs by my workstation, but because it's not going to be like a work trip, not a trip, but I'm headed out and I'm not going to need my work stuff, I will just transfer my essential stuff to another bag. I'm gonna try to show you what I am choosing from. This Coach Tabby from Gutemba Premium Outlet. My other option is this Marc Jacobs quilted backpack. It's a mini backpack that I also got from Gutemba Premium Outlets when my mom and I and her friend went there. All the usual. My Celine Triomphe. I use this all the time. I go back to it all the time. I should stop doing that. I really should rotate my bags. But yeah. Okay, now we are going to switch bags. The bag that ultimately won is... Hold on. Ugh. Let's set this up. Okay. Alright, so the bag that ultimately won, this is my workstation at the back, is this Marc Jacobs quilted backpack. This is the tiny one. There was a bigger one, but I already had like a couple of backpacks that were relatively big. So I figured like a tiny backpack would be a good addition to my collection. And I was right. I've used this maybe 5 times since I got it last April, and I do love it. It fits a lot. So this is what I'm gonna use. It's raining today. I just want to make sure that I use a bag that I would be comfortable getting wet. This is one of them. All right, let's do this. Okay. So this is my bag. This is what's inside my bag. And inside the front bucket. What else do I need to bring? Like, I have to figure out how to use this vlogging camera properly, so please bear with me. I also need to bring this bag. So yeah, I'll get going now. あ、ピスタチオ1つと、ココナッツ1つと同じで。同じです。お願いします。お願いします。すいません。もう牛ちゃん1つお願いします。はい。ティーバッグとタレのものがありますが、はい。これお願いします。はい。はい。はい。600円で。はい。
7 years.
So today is Monday and I'm staying home to do some schoolwork. And I thought because I'm staying home, I'd finally take the time to set up my replacement virtual pop machine. So while I'm doing that, I wanted to do like a quick story time of what happened exactly. Last December, I got one in black along with a few sleeves, which was part of like their December promo. So I got that as a gift and I've been using it consistently without any issues and, you know, following all the maintenance instructions. And then all of a sudden last April, it just conked out. Like I woke up to find my Virtuo machine leaking. Like there was a little puddle of water where the water container is. So, okay, hold on. Yeah, put this down. So I immediately contacted Nespresso and it was a really painless process. Essentially, they gave me instructions on how to like do a first aid for the machine, but none of that was working. On the same email, they did give me the option of having the machine replaced. So I just had that fixed. Got back to them immediately, and then within the next few hours they told me that they can ship the replacement and that I just had to choose which day I was going to receive it, because receiving it would mean, so here it's the same color, but yeah, essentially replacing it means that I have to return the defective machine. They did admit that it could have been like a lemon. And my mistake is that I did my research about the Virtuo Pop after the fact, which I know is really problematic. I didn't really think about worrying about Nespresso machines because I've had an original line for 3 years now and I've never had problems with that one. But as it turned out, the Pop is kind of known for having a lot of lemons in their lines, but I have seen like responses on the subreddit of Nespresso from people who've had an okay experience with the Virtuo Pop, so I'm kind of comforted by that. Hopefully this machine won't have any issues. But yeah, I'm just happy that the Nespresso team was really prompt and they made things easy for me. This has been languishing on my table for almost a month at this point, so I should really set it up and see if it's working. But yeah, so I now have a new Virtuo Pop machine. Hopefully it won't give me the same kind of problem that the other one did. And I know for some people it doesn't make sense to have both machines, but I do use them for different purposes. Also, the flavors are quite different, so I'm relieved to finally have this back and I'm able to set it up today. Yeah. Years. Has it been 18 years? 17 years since we graduated from Ateneo. Anyway. Headed to school today. I feel so tired. Not because of school, but because of how hot it was. The value that we saw in the workshop that we had last year, but of course, feel free to comment on this. Yes, go ahead.